As Professor Lee has mentioned, I am from APU. I studied at APU, and I'm currently working in the admissions office. I'm originally from Kenya, and I must say that APU is one of the most diverse places I have ever been to in the world. And fortunately, in my job, I've been able to travel to a number of places. And I must say that this one phrase, dive into diversity, is what APU means to me. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, in Japan, APU was made in the year 2000 as a model that is very different from what you'd ordinarily see. So the traditional model was where you'd have the university with a big body of domestic students and a small body of international students. And there was an overlap, but the overlap would be very small. And this is in schools which had international schools to start with. Now, with APU, we started off by changing the ratio. So the ratio of domestic students to international students is almost half and half. And once you get into the university, of course, there are two different routes, the domestic route and the international route. But once you get into the university, these labels stop applying. And both domestic and international students work together as one unit. So it's a united front of APU students. At present, of course, as Professor Lee has shared, we have 516 students, nearly half and half domestic and international from over 90 countries, and the number of graduates span over 150 countries and regions around the world. So what does that mean for you? It's not just a matter of coming to a place that feels like a zoo where you can catch different Pokemon from around the world, but it's a preparation for you to become a global player. So what you see on the screen right now is APU's motto. APU's motto is shape your world. These are three simple words, but they are a challenge and a promise to everybody coming into APU. It's a challenge to you because we remind you that the world is yours and this is your opportunity to shape it. But it's also a promise from us because as the university, when you come to APU, we promise you that we are going to give you the tools that you need to start your journey towards shaping your world. Now, we do not have a wide array of classes. We have a few classes, a few courses, but within those few courses, we go very deep. So the two main areas of study for the undergraduate degree are the College of Asia-Pacific Studies, as Professor Lee has pointed out, which covers environment and development, culture, society and media, hospitality and tourism, and international relations and peace. You could define this as the social science section. Or you could study in the College of International Management, which is more of a business-based course where you've got marketing, accounting and finance, innovation and economics, strategic management and organization as your four areas of study. So once again, social science or business. Those are the two areas that we focus on, but we really, really dive deep into it. Now, you know that APU is a very well-placed university because we have different forms of accreditation. We've got accreditation from ASCSB, which is accreditation for the top business schools in the world. We've also got the TEDQual accreditation. This is from the World Tourism Organization of the United Nations to show that our courses are actually quite advanced. For the masters, we've also got the AMBER accreditation as well, of course, in connection to the Japanese accreditation and other things. So Professor Lee mentioned that at APU you're not required to know Japanese before you enroll, which is another thing that makes it very easy for students joining us to see. I see from the chat we've got students from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from Brunei, from Jupiter? Well, we've got students from all over the world, hopefully on Earth. And I'd assume that a majority of you would come in as English speakers. If you speak Japanese, that's fantastic. If you don't, by the time you graduate, you should be able to communicate in both English and Japanese. You'll get to learn the language here. You also have the opportunity of studying any of these 6 languages, whether it's Chinese, Malay, Indonesian, Vietnamese, Korean, Thai, or Spanish. So for example, if you already speak Bahasa Melayu, you'll be able to take maybe Vietnamese or another language to improve your portfolio. We also have a lot of exchange partners. We have 169 exchange partners in 51 countries, which essentially means that if you want to take your experience further into the field, you have options all around the world, and you can choose where you'd like to go and what you'd like to study. So, as I said, shape your world. APU is your doorway into the world. You're not just stuck here. You'll also have opportunities to spread further afield. Even within Corona, we've still got our partnerships going on. And as an international student, you have numerous, actually, I would almost say boundless opportunities to grow. Now, we also have a graduate school, as Professor Lee mentioned, and you can join the Graduate School of Asia-Pacific Studies, where you can get a Master of Science in Asia-Pacific Studies. It's a 2-year course focusing on society and culture and international relations. We've also got the Master of Science in International Cooperation Policy, another 2-year course with International Public Administration, Sustainability Science, Tourism and Hospitality, and Development Economics as the main areas of study. Now, for the Sustainability Science part of it, we have something called IMAT, which is a dual degree program in International Material Flow Management. This is a joint program between APU in Japan and a university in Germany, in Strasbourg. So if you do this program, you'll get a degree from both Asia and Europe in these 2 countries. You can also do, if you want to go beyond the master's level, we have a PhD program. So you can get your PhD in Asia-Pacific studies, and that's a 3-year program. So you can come from undergraduate to APU all the way to master's, or alternatively, all the way to PhD. Or alternatively, you could decide to use whatever combination you prefer. We've also got an MBA program with a Master of Business, which is a 2-year course. As I said, it's fully accredited. There's a dormitory on campus for international students with 1,310 rooms, out of which 932 are single and 378 are shared. Of course, due to COVID restraints, they are partitioned. I'm going to show you a video briefly that will show you how we attend to this. And we have a lot of clubs and activities. We have more than 140 clubs and activities on campus. So if you're an active student, this is a fantastic opportunity for you to flex your muscle and discover how you can interact with other students through clubs and activities. So some of you may be concerned about careers. Now, as a university, we understand that we are not your destination. We are simply a path that leads you to whatever future you may want to make. And we have a lot of students who end up in different companies or corporations, and quite a number who also end up starting their own businesses. The employment rate at this point is at 97% career success. And mind you, this is Japan, where most job hunting is done before graduation. So a good number of students know where they're heading to way before graduation. I would like to talk more about student life, but I think the best way to do this would be to direct you to our website. Right now, we've got the URL of our website on the screen. If you'd like, you can take a screenshot of this, or if you have a pen and paper or a computer where you can type it down, please feel free to type it. We share a lot of information. We share blogs on student life. We've also got a presence on social media, in Instagram, YouTube, etc., where you can actually experience what student life is like. And of course, we've got sessions like this, and we've also got customized webinars where you can reach us and be able to ask for more information.